Hey guys, it's Jonathan Charles Wilson here with the Human Performance Operating System video number 7. And today I want to talk to you guys about one of the final forms of transitioning into a multiple identity creation. This has to do with a couple things. First, perspectives. And the second thing is how that relates to absolute reality or relativism or relative reality or subjective reality. First of all, let's talk about the first one, perspective. We were taught at a young age that there are 3 different perspectives, first person, second person, and third person. First person being I, second person being you, and third person being the object world, or it, they, he, she, pronouns that we give to describe people who are not a part of the conversation between me and you and the outside world. So there is other perspectives or other levels of awareness. So today I want to talk to you guys about fourth perspective, which is transitioning into the idea that there are multiple perspectives within you, multiple identities, multiple driving forces within you, and once you become aware of those driving forces within you, then you can begin to shape them consciously and move into what I call magician work, or dealing with altering your subjective reality. How that works is, the first idea that I want to explain to you guys is the difference between what's happening and what's really happening. This morning I got up and I opened my fridge, and immediately smells came out of that fridge. Now that's an invisible force. I can't see those smells, but I sense them, and because I sense them, there's a trigger of reactions that happen where certain memories and experiences that are built into my autonomic nervous system, they're automatic responses, they trigger me to have certain energetic feelings, either, go for that food, avoid that food, and that's real simple kind of binary responses, but those are happening all the time, all around us, within us. And once we become aware of what's happening, then we gain the power back. Let me give you another example of that. In different types of therapy or counseling, you'll see therapists, do things like, okay, what is the data? What happened in a certain incident? What happened? And whenever you do that, you're stating the facts, right? I opened the refrigerator door and I smelled, X, Y, and Z. That's just data, okay? That's what we call the objective information. And then there's a whole other reality of things, which is that autonomic response that most of us walk around unaware of, and that is triggering those emotions, those internal feelings, and also judgments or interpretations or meaning that we've attributed and connected to those things. One of the things you must first realize, is one of the most powerful principles that I've come to realize, is that the meaning that you give to the experience is the experience for you, okay? Let me say that again. The meaning you give to an experience is the experience for you. So whenever you do that, there's a way to undo that. So because we all connect information with information, and that's the way our body and our brain and our whole being stores things within our nervous system, we need to realize that whenever an instance happened in our life that's shaped our identity, shaped who we believe we are, we actually have the power to go back in time and look at that and ask ourselves some of these simple questions. What was the data? What happened? Separate from the judgment, separate from the emotions that were happening within us. And when we do that, we begin to transition into what I call the fourth perspective, or transition into the awareness that there are multiple interpretations or multiple meanings that you can give to any given experience. And I just, again, want to reiterate, nothing in life has any meaning except the meaning that you give it. So if you are not aware of the meanings you're giving to things, which a lot of people that I come across are not aware, they're just kind of giving these canned responses based on what they're interpreting from the outside world, and they're mirroring that and mimicking that, and that's fine. That's totally fine. That's what everyone does, as their natural response. But a more conscious or higher level response is to look at that and begin to separate the objective from the relative reality, to begin to separate absolute, that this is the way things are, this is what happened, and this is how I feel, and that's, protecting that and being very, guarded about that. Instead, when we begin to look at an event or an experience and interpret it from, okay, here's the information or the data, now here are my emotions, which comprise two things: your judgment and your feelings towards what happened. And then there's some questions you can ask yourself to go behind that even and dig even deeper. Why do I feel this way? What does this remind me of? Who does this remind me of? And when you begin to ask those deeper questions, you begin to actually go back into your past operating system, reinterpret that reality, and give new distinctions, new awareness, a new level of appreciation even for what happened. And through that, you can begin to consciously sculpt, who you were in the past, who you are now, and who you're going to be in the future. So the quick takeaway for this is actually, I'm going to say the quick takeaway for this is just a realization, it's an awareness to realize that your experience it's not really what you think it is. And what I mean by that is your reality is subjective. It is completely unique, it's completely your own, and that's okay. And as you step into that realization of realizing that your reality is truly only your reality, then you can actually start to consciously create it and go into what I call the magician's work. And when you step into the magician's work, that's whenever you can start to give very powerful, significant memories, experiences in your life, even more empowering meanings, meanings that will change the rest of your life. So I think I'm going to stop there. I'm not going to go any further on this topic. Just food for thought for today. I hope this brings some value to you, and you begin to maybe even just become curious of how to step into this fourth perspective and how to begin to separate objective reality from subjective reality, and then take that subjective reality and consciously construct it with some of the tools that I've given you guys in the past videos and some of the tools that are going to be in the final release of the Human Performance Operating System. And I'm starting a network for that. So if you like this conversation and you would like to learn more, please comment, like this video, reach out to me on private message, and just let me know if this is something that has sparked any curiosity in you at all. And if it has, I will look forward to continuing the conversation offline or on another channel. All right, until next time, God bless you guys. I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.